Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Oh my god, it's that time again. Yes, last month's favourites were late, but this month's aren't going to be. So welcome to my, I sit here for ages trying to work out which one it is. January, February, March favourites. We're now in April. Where has the year gone? We're 3 months in the year already, and yeah, I don't even know. But my 3 months have been amazing. I don't know about yours. Everything that I've sort of set out to achieve this year, I've started to achieve. So I'm happy about that, and I'm on the right track. I'm going to talk about my favourites this month. First of all, I've got a quick TV favourite. I have been hooked on two programs. Actually, I've got two favourites. I've got one which is called Grimm. Which I have really enjoyed watching Grimm. I found it a little bit slow. It's one of them programmes I've always wanted to watch because I'm into that sort of thing. But I found it a little bit slow at first because it combines fairy tales with cops and, you know, like crime investigation, and I love my like CSI and everything like that. So basically it's about this guy who is a Grimm, and he doesn't realise he's a Grimm, and then he finds out he is one. And a Grimm is basically someone that hunts these like fairy tale creatures, if you like. But he's also a cop, and it gets quite complicated, and you have to sort of watch it to understand because there's lots of different names for these different creatures. And yeah, but it's really good. I've really enjoyed it, but I would say you have to persevere with it, because it is one of those where it can be quite what's the word, it's quite difficult to get into at first. That's what I was looking for. Second TV favourite is a programme which was on quite a while ago, but I've only just started watching it. Unfortunately it's been cancelled and there's only the first season, but if you do want to watch it, then I do suggest you do. It's called Containment, and basically it's about this city where a virus gets out and they have to contain half of the city. So they basically put shipping containers around it, fence it all off, so you've got like the infected on one side and the non-infected on the other. And like there's this cop who's like the head of the police, but his girlfriend's stuck in the containment area, and like obviously like there's people falling in love and then losing each other, and it's sad, but it's just gripping to watch. And how it didn't get renewed for another series, I really don't know, because I thought it was fantastic. There's only 13 episodes, so you know, give that one a watch. I found that pretty gripping. In the way of films, there was a quick one that I wanted to mention which I found amazing, and it's that new horror film which is like thriller horror, which is called Get Out. And it's basically about a guy who's dating a girl, but he's of a he's black and she's white, and obviously when he goes to visit her family, he's like, have you told them that I'm black? And she's like, well, why does it matter? And then obviously he turns up and things are a little bit eerie and on edge, and like her dad still has like slaves working for it. Well, not slaves, but like they have like a maid and a caretaker, but they act like the slaves, like not as if they're working for them, and it all looks a bit suspicious. And he starts to think that something's going on, that like his mum and dad are racist, and that, do you know what I mean? Like he starts to think all these things, and then you find out like her mum's a hypnotist, and he goes out one night to have a cigarette and she hypnotises him so he doesn't like cigarettes, and she like puts all these things in place. And I don't want to ruin it, but like there's so many twists and turns, and it's gripping because you think, do you know what, actually it's a horrible thing to think, but in like the middle of nowhere that could actually happen. You never know, like it's quite scary. And I like horror films, and I think it's a really good twist on a horror. It's something that you've not seen before. It's not something you're watching and thinking, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen here, I know that's going to happen, I know that's going to happen. But you don't. You watch it and you're genuinely like on the edge of your seat all the way through. So I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Right, anyway, on to I've got a few clothing favourites, a few random homeware favourites, a few life experience favourites. I've got quite a few favourites this month. Life experiences, I think we'll go through those first. Number one, I'm actually loving my new job. I'm working for, I don't know if I told you, I think I did, I'm working for Marks and Spencer's, and I'm loving it. I'm basically a food taster. So you know those little stands when you go in and you're trying all the little foods out when you go in? Yeah, I'm the one that's handing them out and talking to you. I'm loving it, really enjoying it. And I'm also loving the fact that I passed my test. Obviously you know this already, but it gives me so much freedom, like to go wherever I want. If I want to go to town and buy some clothes, or I want to go to Tesco's and buy some food, Mum, can you take me? No, I don't need to ask her. No, you need to walk. No, I don't. I get in my car and I go, and I don't need to worry about anything. If I need to get to work, if I need to work over, I don't have to panic about begging my mum to, you know, pick me up an hour later, or, you know, asking Dalton to pick me up an hour later. I can just get in the car and take myself home, and I can do that extra hour. So it's given me so much freedom, and I'm absolutely loving it. Then on the way to like clothing and like sort of like fashion bits and bobs, like my fashion favourites, I bought this coin purse, This World Is My Runway. It's not actually this purse itself, but it's actually coin purses in general. I've never really been one for a coin purse, and then I got this Makeup Revolution little gift set and I'd like it come in a coin purse, and I started sticking that in my bag, you know, because I've got a jar for like my 1s, my 2s and my 5p's, and instead of having them falling all over my bag or in my purse, I've started putting them in a coin purse. But I thought this was great because I could put those like spare coins in here, or like if I just want to go to the shop and I want to run out, I can just stick my card in here with a few, like with a note or whatever. Like I don't need to worry about taking a big handbag with me, where normally I'm like rushing about taking a handbag, where I don't need to with this. Next up is a clutch bag. I love this clutch bag. I bought this a while ago from Clark's before I left. It was £15, but I think with my discount it worked out about 12. And it's this gorgeous silver clutch, and it's got the like a black sort of snaky print at the bottom, and then it opens up, and obviously you've got like a few different compartments. You've got like one for your mobile, one for your bits and bobs, and then obviously it's got these two little handles, so you can stick, it comes with a handle, so you can have it like a long, so you can have it like a long bag across your body, or obviously you can just use it as a clutch, whichever you prefer. Clothing favourites. This probably isn't going to look that great on here, but I don't know if you remember a while ago, I'm sure I featured this in a haul video. I got this really lovely long line dusty pink like trench coat sort of jacket. I've been wearing this with everything. It was £20 from Primark. I absolutely love it. I can throw it on with a skirt, I can throw it on with leggings, I can throw it on with leather trousers. I can literally just throw it on with everything and it looks smart no matter what I'm wearing. So I've really been enjoying that. Then I got this skirt. I don't think this has been in a haul, but I bought this from New Look in the sale. I think it cost me about £12. It might have been a little bit more, a little bit less. And it's this gorgeous burgundy like fake leather with the rosy florally embroidery on the side, and I've just been throwing this on with like all sorts of like vest tops, and it's just one of those, it goes with my like duster jacket, and I can just throw it on with loads of different combinations of things. I can wear a chunky necklace, I can wear a crop, long crop with it, I can just wear all sorts of different things and it looks smart. That and my black leather skirt, like I've been swearing by at the moment, especially when it's sort of in between summer, like sort of spring summer, it's still a little bit cold sometimes, so obviously I can stick it on with like a longer sleeve top or whatever, but still look a little bit, I don't know, I just really like it anyway. Right, I've got one foodie favourite, one homeware favourite, and then the rest are beauty favourites. My foodie favourite for the month is this Pip and Nut limited edition crunchy maple peanut butter. Oh my god, if you like peanut butter, you need to try this. This is something else. It is literally out of this world. I got sent this by Pip and Nut. I was lucky enough to get sent some of their products. I smother this. I don't. I'm on Slim and World. I put a little bit of this on my Weetabix on a morning, and then put milk over the top. If you follow my Instagram, you'll have seen me post about it. Oh, it's so tasty. If you like peanut butter and you like Weetabix, you really need to try it. I love that. Next I got this, and it actually made me laugh a little bit. It's this famous on the internet. I'm not like bragging, I'm not being big-headed, but you know, I love my following. I really appreciate everyone who does follow me, and I bought this from Primark for a picture for my Instagram, because I just think it's so funny being a blogger and everything. Like Dalton seen it when I was out, and he was like, you need to get that, famous on the internet. I just think it's really funny. Yeah, so I love that. I don't even drink out of it, I just have it on show in my bedroom because I just think it's so funny. Then I've got a couple of fake tan things. Obviously that season's sort of coming in now, where we know spring going into summer. Obviously spring's just arrived, but it will be summer before we know it. And I think when you get to spring, you do start to like spruce yourself up a little bit. You do start to put a little bit of tan on and things like that. I've been swearing by the new Bondi Sands Ultra Dark because it makes me look like I've been in Tahiti for a week or on the Bondi Sands beach. It doesn't look, you don't look ridiculous with it. You don't look like you're wearing fake tan. You literally look like you've been on holiday for a week, even though this is the new Ultra Dark, which I love, because when I first put this on I was thinking, oh no, this isn't going to go with me. I mean, look how pasty I am. This just isn't going to go, and it looks amazing. Really, really love that. You know, these are minging because obviously I have used them, but in terms of application for tan, I've never really talked about it, but do you know what? Over the last couple of weeks I've been trying quite a few different tanning mitts, and I always go back to this one, so I thought, do you know what, it's definitely worth mentioning my favourites. And this is the Velvetan. It's not this one which has got like your pink flamingos on the back, and I also got like a little mini face one last time when I bought this. I got this free. This tanning mitt is the best tanning mitt ever. I've had fake bait tanning mitts, I love their tan, don't like the tanning mitt. I've had loads of different brands tanning mitts, and I just always come back to this one. So I definitely recommend trying this to apply your fake tan. What else have I got in the way of beauty favourites? I've got the Misfits Blackhead Extraction Paste, which is a powerful peel off mask. This is basically one of your black masks. This is amazing. You'll have seen all your celebrities raving on about it, like Charlotte Crosby, Bear off X on the Beach, like all of those guys, off your like your reality TV shows. And I got sent it by Misfit Cosmetics, and you apply it on your nose, like anywhere you feel congested, pull it off, and it's full of all that good stuff that you wanted to get rid of, or all that bad stuff. It literally gets rid of all the, I'm just gonna say it gets rid of all the crap out your face basically, which is exactly what you want it to do. It's amazing, I swear by it. I think it's fantastic, and I definitely recommend giving this one a go. Next up, I've been reaching for my Polish for Tans collection from Model Zone, because you know the weather's changing, it's getting a bit brighter outside. So the one I'm currently got on my nails with a Ted Baker polish is the Model Zone Polish for Tans Art in Island Hop. Love this range, especially if you've got a fake tan on, because it makes your tan look so much better. They literally do, they like illuminate your tan. They're fantastic, and they do bright oranges, corals, they do pinks, they do yellows, greens, like neons. I definitely recommend giving them a check out. Last two products I've got to talk about. I've got the Me 7th Heaven Enriched Moisturising Face Base. This is basically a primer. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this because it is in my blog and mail video, but basically it's like a citrusy scent primer, but it's very moisturising. So you also create a great base for your makeup, but you're also moisturising your face at the same time. So I do really recommend this, and it comes in this really lovely pot, which would look gorgeous on your dresser, and it smells delicious as well. And last but not least, for the way of favourites, because I feel like I've yammered on quite a lot in this video, is the Lancome Bifacial Non-Oily Instant Cleanser. I'm not sure I would say this is non-oily. I'm not necessarily saying it's oily, but I do feel a little bit of a residue left over on my face after I've used it, but I just tend to like rub that into my skin. But it does what it says on the job. It cleanses your face, it strips your face of your makeup, it gets rid of all that crap, it takes your eye makeup off, and it doesn't sting. Like, it is super sensitive. I do really like it, and I know it's more pricey, but you know what, I don't mind paying the price for something that does what it says on the tin. Lancome did send me this, and I do love it. And do you know what, girls, Lancome have upped their game, and if you know, I really recommend you go and checking some of their products out, because some of their products are fantastic. Like, if you've watched my previous favourites videos, their foundations and stuff now are just absolutely fantastic. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Mwah! Any suggestions are welcome below.